Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne. If this is the first video you've seen, welcome to my channel. I hope this is encouraging to you and informative to you. I've been watching YouTube and I watch it every day and it entertains me. And I've been watching some of the broadcasts of Nick Fuentes over the last month. I watch him on Rumble, and as as a Christian who's done 20,000 personal prophecies as led by the Holy Spirit, and for people like spiritual readings is another word for it that a clairvoyant would call it, but in Christian circles it's called personal prophecy. When you do a 10-minute video for a total stranger and all you know is their name and the email address to speak into that person's life, a 10-minute message that's relevant, that's about them, about their life, about what they're going through and about their future, you really can't get that accurately right about a person unless you've got a divine source giving you the information. And I've watched Nick Fuentes, and he swears a lot, he cusses a lot. He's got some extreme views. He tends to really respect Adolf Hitler, and he said on the Tucker Carlson interview that he respects Stalin. And that, first of all, I want to say that like I was saying, is I did these 20,000 personal prophecies, and I've also done a lot of videos being inspired by the Holy Spirit as I speak. And I've watched Nick, even though he's extreme and cusses and uses swear words while he speaks, I feel his words are inspired by the Holy Spirit. I very rarely see a preacher that captivates me. I very rarely see speakers that really have me hooked. Someone that I could watch for hours and be captivated by. And there's people who say that Nick Fuentes is demon possessed and is being led by demons. People tend to say Candace Owens is demonic, and they're even saying Tucker Carlson is demonic. And but I've been around the Holy Spirit for 30 years and been prophesying, doing personal prophecies for 20 or 30 years, and producing books. I've produced 213 books, Christian books, and most of them were dictated by the Holy Spirit. I've been very, very led by the Holy Spirit, and I can recognize when someone has a flow going, when someone's being inspired. Um, I suppose it's similar to how a rap star uh, can just do a rap just on freestyling. I think they call it how they make up a rap song on the fly. That's really inspired. And when you're used to being inspired by the Holy Spirit, you can recognize when someone else is inspired. I it's hard uh it's hard to say, and not a lot of Christians would agree that the Holy Spirit could put words in your mouth and have you say a cuss word, say the F word, or other different words that are cuss words. People may object to the fact that Nick Fuentes having words put in his mouth by the Holy Spirit when he's cussing and saying terrible things and affecting people's sensibilities. But I truly feel that he's inspired. And you may say, yeah, he's inspired. He's inspired by a demon. He's inspired by Satan. He's not inspired by the living God. And I've got a series of playlists on my channel where I've been interviewing God for 2 years. Three major playlists: God's Last Days Message to His Children, Fireplace Chat with the Trinity, and the Restoration of All Things. Three different playlists where I've done over 350 interviews with God, and I'm used to speaking and being inspired. And I just really want to encourage you that even though Nick says some controversial things and turns a lot of people off, I really personally think the hand of God is on Nick, and I think that his followers, the Groypers, are going to affect the 2028 elections. I've heard Nick say that JD Vance won't get his vote or his followers' vote if JD Vance chooses Israel over America. If he chooses to continue to support Israel, him and his followers won't be voting for JD Vance, and that would cost the election. That would cause the election to fail. So I just wanted to encourage you that I don't feel that Nick is going away. And I may have a lot of people argue with me in the comments, and I'd be happy to read your comments. I'll read every comment that comes in for this video. But I've been around inspired speakers like Andrew Tate and Nick Fuentes, and I've seen God inspire my words for years, and I really think that Nick is being inspired by God. You may really disagree with that. That's really an extreme view, and some of his language and some of the opinions that he has may not be inspired by God, may not be what God would approve of, but I think the hand of God is on Nick Fuentes. I look forward to your comments. I look forward to you liking this video. Perhaps you can share it if you want to disturb someone. God bless you, and I hope that you can subscribe to my channel if you're impressed.